TV, streaming from Tempe, Arizona. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. I am Tia Moore with NextView Podcast. I am a real estate agent with NextView Home Professionals and Keller Williams Integrity for. So thanks to our sponsors, we have a little bit of a new setup, so I can't see anything that's happening with the screen. So we have the Oliver Whalen team with Nova Home Loans as one of our sponsors. Please contact them for all of your mortgage, new purchase, and your refinancing needs. We also have Yvonne Hunter, Dr. Yvonne Hunter from Platinum Home Warranty. Contact her if you're interested in purchasing a home warranty. You do not need to be purchasing a new home in order to purchase a home warranty. And then we also have Security Title as a sponsor. Jeremy Eaton, he is your guy for all of your title needs. So my guest today in the studio is Jason Payne. What's up, Jason?
What's up, Facebook family?
So Jason, I have interviewed Jason before on a podcast. Shout out to Andrew Augustiniak from the Loan It and Own It podcast. I filled in for him one time, and Jason came on to that show. And so I knew Jason before then, though, right? We met about April of this year.
A month before Red Day.
Yep.
Ish.
So you guys, Jason Payne is a roofer with Griffin Roofing. And Jason, tell everybody who's watching. Tell them who Jason is.
So, Jason Payne, born and raised in Gilbert, third generation Arizonan. Been in the roofing industry for 8.5, going on 9 years. Mm-hmm. And I do sales, but I've also did production forever, so I know the ins and outs of the roofing industry and what we need to do to put on sexy roofs.
Sexy roofs. Okay, so one of the things I like about Jason is high energy. He is a funny guy. He's a good guy. He does what he says he's going to do. So for those of you that may not have seen that podcast that we did with the Loan It and Own It team, so Jason and I met when I contacted him because I needed help getting a roof donated for a family that was, okay, so Keller Williams does what's called Red Day every year, where each market center does a service project for the community. And we chose a family, a veteran family, and we did pretty much a facelift project on the exterior of their home.
In Mesa. Yeah.
In Mesa, yeah. And one of the things they needed was a new roof. And so we were searching, and we couldn't find anybody to agree to that. And then here comes Jason like, yeah, I can do it. No problem.
Let's do it.
Like it was nothing. So I thought this is a good guy to make this happen because it was not cheap, right? It's like a $10,000 roof.
Yeah, it's about a $10,000 roof, but because I've been in the industry so long, I have contacts where a lot of our suppliers came and helped out to chip in for the materials, and then we took care of the labor spot. So it was a good overall. It's good to know it's not just a particular roofing company, but other suppliers and manufacturers that help chip in too.
Yep.
So it was good.
I think that's awesome. Well, before we started recording, you and I were just talking a little bit about you now work for a new company. Griffin is a new company for you. Yep. And that was a big change, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. Worked at my uncle's company for just shy of 9 years. So I literally started no experience, no knowledge, no nothing, and taught myself, trained myself, learned, school of hard knocks, as they say.
Yeah.
And just added a ton of value and content and knowledge to my customers by learning the hard way, I guess, for lack of better words.
I mean, you have been really working. I mean, so for those of everybody's here in Arizona, mostly that would watch it. But for those of you that may not live in Arizona, we just had a couple of days worth of rain, and it was glorious. I loved every minute of it.
Amazing. It was amazing.
I loved it. And I dressed thinking it was going to be cool today, and then it's not, so I'm really hot.
Back in the 90s.
I was going into the store, I was like, oh, this is not going to be good. But whatever. We worked through it. But has your phone been blowing up because of the downpour for roof issues? Yeah,
so what I tried to do is I built a brand within a brand. So I work for Griffin, but people want to work with people. Especially with small businesses, especially real estate. I mean, holy cow. I mean, Keller Williams is a great company to work for, but there's thousands of agents, so they want to work with that one particular agent for a
You want to work
purpose.
with me.
Yeah, why do you want to work with Tia? Because she's awesome. Keller Williams will take care of take care of you and do it right.
For sure.
But the agent is where the magic happens, right? So
Yep.
same thing that I feel, at least with roofing, is you don't want to call some random company, get some random rep that talks to you and just kind of tells you not what you want to hear and just kind of BS the whole situation and
Yes.
just go from there. You want somebody that you know that knows their stuff, knows the industry, knows the market, and knows what you need.
Right.
Whether you want to hear it or not, I tell people, I just on my drive over here, told a customer, she's like, hey, well, why don't we do this? And so I spent about the entire 30-minute drive over here. I said, hey, look, here's the reasons why you need to do this, this, this. And she's like, I had no idea. And I'm like, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about roofing. They might know what a house costs more or less. They might know what a car costs. Like, oh, I got to go buy a new truck. It's going to cost me this.
Right.
A lot of people don't know, what does a roof cost? Is there any kind of maintenance? And do maintenance on a car and you do maintenance on an air conditioning unit. Why don't you? Should I do maintenance on a roof? No, the last 50 years. When do you touch it? It's not how it works. So anybody that I come in contact with, it is my personal responsibility and obligation to make sure they know the condition of the roof, what they need to do, when they need to do it, and how much it's going to cost.
Right. Okay. So tell us about your transition to Griffin.
So back to the original question. Transition to Griffin. There you go. It was time for a change. I wanted to do something, more room for growth more than anything. I love growing. I hate having
being in a box.
Being in a box. Like if I'm in a box, like I'm gonna put an AM80 inside of it, and we're gonna blow it up and just explode. Because I hate not being able to grow and expand and serve my customers. And so I felt it was time. It was good, a good smooth transition, worked well. And the people that want to work with me are still working with me. They might have to find a way to reach out to me and find me because I had to get a new cell phone. But yeah, social media helped out a ton actually.
Good.
And then reaching out to some other clients, but it's good. It's awesome. I didn't move into a different industry. I love roofing. I love what it's about. I love the process and the systems. I love the manufacturers and suppliers that I work with. Yeah. And we had some crews come with us and others stayed and whatnot. But overall, the teams that we have still do a good job and they compliment me. Good. Right? They're like, oh, obviously I'm not the one swinging the hammer, right? But our crews take good care of us, and we make sure that the job is done right. And when you're done, I literally on the back of my truck, if you find me driving down the road, I literally have a hashtag that says sexy roof status. Because when I'm done with the job, I want it to be sexy. I'm bringing the sexy back into roofing. People think it's ugly, it's dumb, it's monotonous, it's not necessary. There's an art to it, and if you do it right, it complements your home, it complements the market, it complements the neighborhood.
Well, it adds a lot of curb appeal to the home.
Yes.
And especially if you're walking down the street and you see a house with a bad roof, you notice it. When you see a house with a sexy roof, you notice it.
Yeah, you're like, oh my gosh, who did that roof? You're like, oh, it's probably Jason. You're like, that's what I want in the entire valley. That's my goal. And even when it comes to real estate, right? You come in and they say, I read a stat the other day, and I posted it. 93% of all transactions that fall through in a single family home, 93% are roofing related.
Interesting.
93%.
That's very interesting.
9 out of 10 be like, oh, this fell through. Why? Roof. Oh, this fell through. 10 conversations. 9 of them are something roofing related. So when you go and you're proactive and you do some sort of maintenance or you got to do a repair, or if it's time for a new roof, it's time for a new roof,
I'm lucky. I've never had a deal fall out for the roof.
There you go.
I've had roof issues come up during an inspection. I remember I had one house on the market. It was like 5,100 square feet. It needed a whole new roof. Yeah. But somehow
and there's different levels, right? Some of them I did one for you that was just a patio and some maintenance, right? For the I forgot what her name was, but we did a lady out in I think it was Chandler, right?
Aisha, yeah.
Aisha, we did. It was like, you said, hey, I'm going to list this. What do I need to do? And it wasn't like, oh my gosh, we got to do a $10,000 roof and holy smokes. Right. Sometimes you have to play that card because that's the true card to play. But a lot of these are, the whole goal is to avoid blowing up your home inspection report. Right. So you'll get a home inspection report. There's 75 pages anyways, right? Well, let's not have 20 of them be roofing. Correct. Okay, be proactive. Call me. We'll come out. We'll take care of you. And that's exactly what you do with your customer, because when you have the home inspection report, pass with flying colors. Yes. Helps you close faster. Yep. You don't lose potential buyers. It's not, oh my gosh, this is a risk. I'm scared. I'm a first-time home buyer, and the roof this, roof that. And people don't know what it is. They don't know the roofing lingo. They don't know how much it costs, when to do it, how to do it. Yep. So when you're going listing your homes, calling me, that's the best way to go, because I can help you
So
flag it.
let me just reiterate that to people who might be people who might be watching or listening,
or both. They're watching. They're watching and listening. They're watching.
You know what? That's how I watch TV.
There you go.
Watching. There you go. Okay. So Jason. So if there's any real estate agents that are watching the show, if you call Jason directly, before you have the house on the market, he will inspect the roof at no additional charge. Right.
Yep.
And then, like I just sent you one for a buyer that I'm representing. We went under contract yesterday. You're gonna go check out that roof. I'll fill you in on what we're concerned about on that one. Mainly the patio, but anyway, I'll just give you details. It's the patio because we walked on it and it felt wobbly, but it also could be our imagination. We don't know, but But anyway, there were. Anyway, I'll go into detail later with you on that.
Sure.
But anyway, so for those real estate agents who do not have a great roofer, Jason is a great roofer. For those agents that have a mediocre roofer, you need to get a great roofer and call Jason. And then also for those people that might be considering purchasing a home, whether it's your first home, your fifth home, your 10th home, it is important that we make sure the roof is looked at because it's something that you want to know before you move into the house. The last thing you want to do is be moving in and then it's a big downpour and you learn there's a leak at that time. We don't like that.
Yep.
So Jason's going to check out a roof for us on sometime this week, I think.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Yay. Becky, if you're watching, Jason's checking out the roof tomorrow.
Yep. So, and that's what it comes down to. I mean, it's in real estate, you're on the buyer side or you're on the listing side, right? And either way, you can be proactive, right? Because you go and look at it and hey, any job you're going to go, any home you're going to go buy, hey, what am I looking at? Right? Yeah. Is my client, it adds so much value to you as a real estate agent when you say, hey, I got this guy in my back pocket that will come out and tell me, he's not going to BS me. He's going to tell me whether it's $300 or $30,000, whatever that number is, what you're looking at when you come to move in. Because last thing you want to do is, go through your awesome sales process with your client, go and find a beautiful, immaculate home, and then the roof, you buy a lemon roof, I call it, right? Like, everything looks great, the inside's redone, pick your poison, however you want to set it up, and then, but you don't make that phone call and you don't call me. And then all of a sudden they move in and they're like, oh my gosh, the 2-inch rainstorm we had 2 days ago, or the past 3 days from that hurricane. And you didn't call me to come look at it. And I didn't flag certain things, and a home inspector missed it, right?
Right.
Because they're not roofers.
Right?
And you bank off of that, and you don't call me to come check it out. It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. Because I bank on that relationship.
With Jason, it's free.
With me, you got to call me directly.
A lot of people will charge you. I've seen the cost be between $80 to $150 to
$75 to
$150.
Yep.
And so. That's one of the reasons I like you, because my motto is I'd rather have no sale than a bad sale with somebody. I don't want them to move in and feel like, oh, Tia just tried to get a sale, so she moved me into the house. I would literally not want that sale if that was going to happen.
Sure.
So I like you because you have that same level of customer service that I look to provide to my clients. You do that same thing, and you help me bring more value to the table and helping relieve some stress for them up front. Because you can look at it before you list, or you can look at it before they move forward in the purchase. So.
Right, and listening to podcast after podcast and all my mentors and whatnot, I've realized that I'm in the relationship business. I'm not in the roofing business. Yes, I happen to do roofing.
Yeah.
But I'm in the relationship business. So if I can help add value to that relationship that you have with that client, whether you're going to go list a home or going to go look for one.
Yeah.
That's what I help strengthen and edify that relationship, because that's in the end, that's what they want. You want to add value and you want to add content, and that's what I do. And I don't bank on, I'm not going to be a millionaire, and I don't make my money on home inspection reports,
right?
And charging you $70, $175 to $125. I bank on you. I will never call another roofer. I only call Jason. He takes care of me every single time, whether it's good or bad, big or small.
Yeah.
Because I went out and did one for you, and it was, like I said, a little small patio. That's great. But guess what? Now I build trust with you. I build trust with your client. And now your client that bought a 10, 12, 15-year-old home, guess what he's going to need in 5 years?
A roof.
A new roof. That's that's $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And guess who she's going to call?
Jason.
Hey, Tia, that one guy that came out and fixed my roof, can you give me a call? I'd love to have him come out. Boom, I already have my foot in the door. That's what I bank on.
You know what's funny? I didn't even tell you this. So we use, have you heard of the Homekeeper app?
No.
Okay, so my team uses the Homekeeper app. So we have our list of all of our preferred vendors, the ones who actually perform, and they do actually, you can't get on the list if you don't. You have to provide a high level of service and high quality work. And anyway, you're in there. So that way, all they have to do is pull up this app, like, oh, okay, Tia sent us this app. Let's see who we can get for roofing. Let's see who can get for whatever. And you're in there. So your name, your number, your direct contact, it's all in there. So if you guys are listening to this and you do not have that app, send me a direct message and I'll make sure I send it over to you, and so that you can have access to it. But it is very convenient because it allows you to access my network of highly qualified professionals. And trust me, if somebody makes a mistake one time, they're out of there.
See ya.
Unless they know how to correct it. Because I sometimes I believe that we all make mistakes, but it's how you handle that when you do make a mistake. Because if you don't have good service, I'm having an issue with Grasshopper, my phone service. I'm so mad at them, but that's a whole other story. They did not handle it well. But anyway, you talked about you being in the relationship business and the people business. So I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
And if it gets a little too detailed because of the people involved, then you don't have to answer it.
Sure.
So you recently transferred from one roofing company to your current roofing company, Griffin.
Right.
And when you made that transition, I'm guessing it was probably a little scary for you. Like it was probably a big change, income change and all that.
Yes. Scariest thing I've ever done.
Yes.
By far the most scary thing. I'll go skydiving again not before I would do something like that, but people like comfort. People like they have their own little bubble, and I was there 8.5 years, loved life. We doubled, I think it almost tripled the company.
Yeah.
My reputation was there, my rapport was there, my credibility, trust, everything was there. And it just came down to where the same thing, people want to work with people.
Yes.
And I did everything I could to make sure that I personally took care of them from A to Z.
So how long have you been with the new company, with Griffin?
3 months.
So in 3 months, you, like you said before, social media has really helped you retain a lot of the people that you worked yourself to build relationships with. And so with our recent downpour, how many phone calls would you say you've gotten with the last 2 days just because of rain and roof issues?
At least 100 phone calls.
That's crazy.
To me directly. Yeah.
So these are all relationships that you have built yourself, not as a result of anybody else. A lot of it through social media, right?
A lot of it through social media. Yeah.
And so over 100 phone calls.
Easily. Yeah. So I work with property management companies. I work with home inspectors. I work with realtors. I work with insurance agencies. And did I say property management?
You did.
Okay. But yeah, that's, and restoration as well too.
Okay.
That's on there. So, but those are the people that I work with were the residual accounts, right?
Yes.
So we have work, rain or shine. But what we do is I try and go and create those relationships by serving them.
Correct.
So whether it's going in and doing a free lunch and learn, my goal is to add as much value and content about roofing to every single person I run into in the state of Arizona.
For sure.
That's my goal.
That's awesome.
And by adding that value and that content, they take that to their home, whether it's with their wife to make a decision on, hey, we have $10,000 and we need to, we want to do painting, we want to do a remodel, we want to do a bath or a kitchen or whatever, but we need to do a roof. And I educate them on why to do the roof, when to do the roof, and what it's going to cost. Yeah. And then, but I go and all these inspection reports that I do and all these Benza requests, I do 3 to 5 a day, it feels like. And I do it because it helps, I help people. Yeah. I love helping people. I love serving. I love giving back, and I love, that's what we're here to do. Yeah. Right? Yep. Like givers gain. I'm in a B&I group, the givers gain. Yep. And that's, the more you give, the more you get back. And I'm very, very blessed I love the Phoenix area. I love, especially Gilbert, Southeast Valley. That's my jam. Yeah. But it's just like the Red Day we did. Right? Like I didn't skip a beat because, and actually I have to credit my parents. If my parents are watching this, so they'll see it sooner or later. They taught me to serve. They taught me to put my head down, serve, give back, and in return, like I said, I can't even take as many. I can't even answer my phone fast enough. I literally had to turn it on don't disturb because right now it'd just be buzzing, off the table. But that's where, because we're all on the same thing. Right. We're all on the same team trying to do the exact same thing. We want to take care of our family. We want to be successful in our careers and be wealthy. And the reason why I'd be like, oh, why do you want to make so much money? Why do you want to be a millionaire? I always tell people I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 40. I'm 31. I got 9 years, I want to be a millionaire. That's my goal. They're like, why? So you can have a boat and a house and all this cool stuff? I said, no, because what I do is that by having that time, not that I don't have to work as much, I can work smarter, not harder,
Right.
and I can go serve people.
Yep.
And I can go. And
What you can do with the money.
Yeah. What I can do with it is I can, and you either have money or you have time, but normally you don't have both. Right.
You have to make a sacrifice in one or the other.
Right. And so right now I'm busting my butt, putting in 12 to 18 hours a day. So in the long run, I can go serve people for years and years and years on end. I can go serve people, whether it's a red day type deal, or I work a lot with my church. I try and give back there, and I love cooking for people.
Really?
Love cooking. Love it.
Now that's interesting.
But I don't love cooking for less than like 15 people.
Okay.
So like 2 or 3 people, like cooking at my house, I don't do it a lot, to be honest.
I was gonna say you cook at your house and all of a sudden you have enough food to serve.
Yeah, but it's like industrial cooking, like commercial cooking.
Gotcha.
So like 150 people, boom, let's do it. People are like, oh my gosh, it gives me anxiety. Like, no way. I'm all like, dude, the more the merrier.
What's your dish? What do you make the best?
Actually, breakfast burritos.
What do you put in them?
I'm really good at eating them, and but I have my breakfast burritos include I'll throw in steak or bacon or sausage or all 3, and then I throw in you got onions, sour cream, cheese, guac, salsa, obviously eggs.
So what you're saying is that when we do Red Day next year, we should bring you on to do the breakfast.
Yeah, I'll have our team.
Group.
I'll have our team and myself. We'll put the roof on, and then I'll cook for everybody in that morning. Yeah, instead of bringing donuts and coffee, but I do. Jason's gonna make burritos for us.
And then nobody's gonna be doing the work because they're gonna be dragging.
Yeah, because they're gonna have a little food coma. Yeah. So I actually just posted that just a little bit ago, probably a week ago. I think I saw it, about how I want to. If there's any, and reach out to me. My phone number is literally on my Facebook page. When you pull it up, you can see it. And on Instagram, you can find me as well too, or Twitter. But I want to donate my time. I'll have people pay for the food reimburse me for the food.
Yeah.
But I will personally come cook for free at fundraisers.
That's cool.
So I have a friend that I'm trying to work with where her husband has cancer. And I'm trying to set something up with them that we can do like some sort of a fundraiser, and we'll come in and we'll either take donations or we'll actually charge per meal. And I'll provide all the equipment and I'll provide all the labor to go and do it. And we'll, bust out 100 to 500 hamburgers, hot dogs.
Wow.
If it's in the morning, we'll do breakfast burritos. I do anything, grilled cheese, spaghetti. I mean, you name it, about massive amounts of people. And then we take the money and we go and give it back to somebody else who's less fortunate.
There you go.
Right?
Yep.
Because personally, my family is blessed with good health. But there's other people where, like I said, one of my friends, her husband, our age, has cancer and going through treatment, and has 3 kids, awesome, cute little kids.
Wow.
It's like, how could you not want to give back and serve them when you take things for granted, right?
For sure.
You take
we all do.
a job, right? People that, get unfortunate situations and circumstances, and they get kicked on their butt. And so that's what I try and do, is I try and help them get back on their feet.
Nice.
In any way we can, but that's my niche is cooking. So it's like, don't ask me to go like clean your house or do anything crazy like that. But like I can go. That's it's, and I'm passionate about it. It's fun.
Okay,
it's fun to me.
So we know a few things about you. One, you like sexy roofs. You like to cook breakfast burritos, and you're really good on social media. So you brought that up. You've mentioned that a couple of times. Let's talk about your social media. You are always all over my Facebook, always all over my Instagram.
Right.
And if I know anything, I know when I open up, I'm going to see Jason. So
mentorship.
Yes.
So my boy, his name is Grant Cardone. If you guys have heard of him.
Yep.
Grant Cardone, Jared Elena Cardone, they own Cardone Enterprises. So basically it's sales coaching, for lack of better words. But he has a real estate platform for like multifamily real estate. But he has so much content and so much stuff on there, and a lot of it's free. He has over 300 hours on YouTube, free. And he taught me, not directly. I actually have done a Skype with him, and it was the craziest 30 minutes of my life. I was like shaking.
Were you starstruck?
Oh my gosh! I'm like, that's like my man crush, right? Oh my gosh, it was awesome, and it actually helped me in where I got today. With my career, part of that conversation helped me made that change and get where I am. But with social media, just a tip: if you own a business, if you are in sales, because normally you're one of those 2 things. A lot of my friends, entrepreneurs or realtor, be like, dude, you got to get out there, post once a day.
Yep.
Whether it's a quote, whether it's a live video. You do a ton of videos. Your videos are so funny. It's but they're catchy, right?
I don't know if they are they?
But do it once a day. Because be like, oh, that's annoying. That's too much. Be like, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. Because there's other people that post 10, 12, 15 times a day.
Which is interesting to me. And it's funny because even posting one a video a day for me, and I haven't done them one a day. I probably do like one a week, to be honest. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot.
Because it takes time. When I'm in work mode, I like to just focus, hunker down, and just get stuff done. Because ideally, I don't want to be up all night, but then I end up all night.
Yeah.
So, just kidding. I go to bed at like 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
But however, when I do spend the time to post videos, I have gotten really positive response privately, usually not publicly, but most of the time it's privately. Like, hey, the reason I'm working with you is because I saw you post this video 3 months ago. Or the reason why I decided to reach out to you is because of that video you posted. And it's because with Facebook's algorithm and all that, you typically don't see a lot of things that from people of value or people that you would like to interact with, unless you're getting out there more and just doing it. So, I do it.
It's all about, and it's not just like, hey, call me for your roof, call me for your roof, call me for your roof, or hey, I'll sell your house, Yeah. That gets annoying, right? But what you do is when you post once a day, it could be a positive quote because somebody might be down on they don't need a roof.
Yeah.
But they needed a quote. So some sort of positive quote to lift them up where they're having a bad morning or
you
something.
You post good quotes too.
Or something happening. And they're not my quotes. They're quotes that I get from other people.
I said you post good ones.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But post something. There's so much negativity in the world and people are so negative. So much of society is so negative, and so anything you say gets turned into a negative way where the positivity is so small.
Correct. I agree.
So we attract the people we want to be around. So if we're positive, why do I love Tia more? Because she is awesome and she's positive, and when she posts, it's not negative.
All true.
You're not complaining, right? And that's what I'd be like, why did you bring me on here again? Positive, uplifting, good vibes, high energy. It's like,
although he did not wear his hat. He usually wears a hat.
I didn't wear my hat, and I'm like, I didn't want like bad lighting. I'm bald anyway, so I'm like, I gotta get before it came out. Like, I gotta get some makeup. We got makeup in here.
You did
get rid of
that.
this. Get rid of this bald
shine.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So going back to the social media thing, post once a day. Whether it's about your family, people want to know who you are. Right. Like all my mentors, like I know somewhat about their family. I know somewhat about what they do, their hobbies, or like what they do. But I also know what their trade is, because that's what makes them money in the end, right?
Yep.
So don't just be a robot, be a person, but do it once a day. Yep. That's the biggest thing. Do it once a day, and I can't put it on paper, but I think I generated about $500,000 last year in revenue.
That's awesome.
From free Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so 2 things. 1, that's awesome. And 2, why can't you put it on paper? Why can't you track it back to social media?
Because I personally don't do the tracking.
You got to start tracking it then.
I do. I need.
Right?
So I get people like, hey, I saw you on this Facebook group. Well, another part is, the cool part is with social media, everybody's on social media.
Yes.
Right. So if you have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 friends that have 2,000 or 3,000, 4,000 friends, all of a sudden there's 10,000 people looking at this video.
Yes.
Within minutes.
Yes.
And you just have people, if you have that relationship and that trust, you've taken care of them, you hooked them up, you've served them some way, a good experience, boom, they're going to share your post.
Yep.
Or, hey, so-and-so will be like, I don't have a roof leak, but guess what? My neighbor does.
Yep.
And I'll say, hey, I need a roof leak.
Or tag them. Hey, you needed a roof. Didn't you say that?
Tag them. Yeah. And, I mean, you go through that. And I've gone through posts where there's 15 or 20 roofers listed, and I'm on there 6 times from 6 different people who don't know each other. No family.
That's awesome.
And that's what it comes down to is, so you want to have a social media presence. So when that need does come, hey, I need to buy a house, there's how many realtors in the Valley?
80,000 in Maricopa County.
I would say 100,000, because it feels that's an understatement. It feels like
it's 80,000 in Maricopa County, and I think another
just in Maricopa. Yeah,
just in Maricopa. Yeah.
So so that's the question: is how do you separate yourself from those 80,000? They got to see you. They have to see your face. They have to see you.
Yeah, But not all 80,000 of them are actually productive agents. What is it about?
Not full time.
What is it about 5,000 of us that are actually productive and producing agents that are constantly working deals?
Right. Well, you got the 80-20 rule, right? So
yes.
The 80-20 rule, just like roofing, it's true with real estate. So 80-20 rule, there's 500 licensed roofing contractors in the Valley. There's only about 50 of us that actually promote ourselves, and there's about a dozen to 2 dozen of us that are studs that are really good at what we do. It's true.
You calling yourself a stud?
I'm calling myself. I am
proudly.
I am cocky. I'm egotistical, but I know what I do because I'm good at what I do. And if I'm not, call me out because you deserve the best experience for roofing if you call me.
That's awesome.
If you don't get that, I'll make sure you get it no matter what.
Good. So awesome. Jason, where can people find you at?
So I just started a Twitter. Although it's kind of weird, I don't really hop on Twitter, but everything's at Jason the Roofer. So think of ABC, always be closing. Think of sales, right? Think of roofing, think of Jason the Roofer. Type in anything, go to Google, anything, Jason the Roofer, it'll pop up.
Perfect.
Anything Jason the Roofer. So add Jason the Roofer on Instagram, Jason Vaughn Payne on Facebook, but even if you type in Jason the Roofer, it'll still add me to it.
Okay.
Or call me if I don't answer or if my voicemail box, because it's crazy storms, shoot me a text.
Okay.
Mindy from your real estate team texted me yesterday. Hey, I got a friend.
She was watching. Hey, Mindy, if you're still watching.
Yeah, I saw her wave. So yeah, I mean, she sent me a customer to go reach out to.
Nice.
And that's kind of what we did. So 602-647-9906.
Perfect.
But like I said, go to any of my social media pages and you'll see my phone number everywhere.
Yes.
And that's my direct cell phone. You call me, text me. I think my email might be on there too. But yeah, just call me or text me. Get in touch. You get me.
There you go. And if you need real estate services, if you're thinking about listing your house, and you heard Jason mention that he'll look at your roof for free before listing, call me first and we will talk and then we will get Jason. Right, Jason?
You'll get me guaranteed. Yep.
Okay. So Jason, thank you so much for being my guest today. I really appreciate it. As
Absolutely.
Always, you are the man. And so we'll talk about tomorrow after you guys look at that roof.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Once again, I want to give a special thanks to our sponsors, Ryan and Justin from the Oliver Whalen team at Nova Home Loans. If you missed it in the beginning, call them for your home purchases, your refinances. Even if you just have questions, they're happy to answer them, and their number is on the screen. Yvonne Hunter, Platinum Home Warranty. She's amazing. So is Platinum. If you have any questions, give them a call. If you're curious about pricing or anything like that, you can give her a call for that too, or you can shoot me a direct message and I'm happy to send you an email with their pricing. And then our other sponsor, Jeremy Eaton with Security Title. He was our guest last week. If for your title and escrow needs, he is the guy. He's not the guy that works the escrows though, as you would have learned if you watched last week's episode. But they have some wonderful escrow officers that can help you with your closing needs for either your refi or your purchase. You can reach me, Tia Moore, by calling or texting 480-521-6898, or you can reach me, well, you're probably watching on Facebook or Instagram, so you already know where to find me there, but it's at NextView Tia on Instagram, and then Tia Moore on Facebook, and then you already have my number. So thank you guys so much for watching. Farai, thank you so much for broadcasting. It is so weird not having you in the room with us, but we love you anyway.
Good dude.
Have a good day, guys.